Is there sound now? Let me know if y'all can hear me now. Hi, Carol. I know there's a lag. Can you hear me now? Yes. Okay. Thank y'all for letting me know. All right, where are we at? Who all is here? Hello, Amanda and Krista and Ro and Carol and Lisa and Sharon. Hello and happy Monday. And as Amanda put up there, Christmas is in 10 days. Y'all need to stop. I've been so tired. I have my tree up and that is it. It is up. It is plugged in. And I was laying in my fluffy chair and I can see my tree and it has like this giant space in it because I haven't like done anything. And honestly, I'm okay with it because life is life, right? So anywho, all right. So what I wanted to share with y'all today, this is what I was going to do last week and I was sick, is show you these fun little things. So these are called, let's see. These are vintage. They are called prong paper fasteners. And look, it says example. That's so funny. I think this was Trisha's box. Anyway, so I put some of these in the Advent box. So I wanted to show you how to use them. Can y'all see me or do I need to zoom in a bit more? Let me know what I need to do. And then I'm going to show you what I'm doing on this. And I'm sorry, I'm going to be yawning so much. Y'all, the amount of sleep you can see. Okay. So if y'all can see, I'm going to leave it. Now, this is what it looked like. I put them together. So you just slide the little doohickeys over, slide it over, open it up. And it's 2 pieces. We're going to take this off. So what I'm going to create today is a page topper. Okay, so if you don't know what a page topper is, it is a decoration that you make that will fit on top of a page. So I do a lot of page toppers because I'll come up with ideas, but I don't know exactly what journal or whatever I want to put it in. So we're going to pretend like this is a page in our journal. And this would just glue right on top. So it just become part of the page. That's why I call it a page topper. So we're going to create that. And I already poked holes in this one. So all I did to poke the holes is I laid it down and I did 2 little dots and punched it with a hole punch. You could also just poke it through with these. These are pretty sharp. So I'm going to put this behind. Now you can use it. So this part is going to be hidden because this is going to get glued onto whatever page I decide to glue it onto. Okay. Now you can use it just like this and fold it. You don't have to use this part if you don't want to. Just so you know. Okay. Now I am going to basically create on this page topper like a flip, like a paper flippy thing. Y'all, my words. Okay, is everyone ready for Christmas? I am not. Hi, Ange. I am nowhere near ready for Christmas. And I just have my little tear ruler out because I thought it would be nice to have a different edge on it than the normal one. I'm not going to worry about that side. Now, what I'm going to do before I do anything is I'm just going to create my layers. And then I will put them together. So in my... so this is how I organize. I call this my vintage papers, but it's papers, anything that's not cardstock. Okay, so I have like book pages, pocket folios, braille, checks, ledger paper, greeting cards, line paper, maps, etc., etc., etc. So you can kind of see how I have it separated. And that is what I'm going to be digging through. Not ready for Christmas, not sure how to get in the mood for it. I'm right there with you. I'm ready for Christmas to be over. I'm exhausted. What did Ange say? Ange is sick. I know. I'm so sorry, Ange. It just, man, it is rough. Okay, so I have some book page. Oh, look at this. And it's some book page that I embossed and apparently colored. So we'll do some of that. What else? I have scraps in here, so I'm going to look at some of those to see. Now, the key is to make sure that it is going to be wide enough to fit. So that'll fit. So that's good. What else do I have? I can use some of this. What is this called? What is this? Dot matrix. So I have some of that. And I already have ledger paper. Already have some lined paper. Let's see. Oh, there's a map. That's wide enough, so that's good. And like, I don't have to have a whole ton. Not wide enough. Wide enough. So I don't have to have a ton of it. So I'm just flipping through to see what I do have. Wide enough. That's vellum. Okay, so I am just going to go with these. Okay, so I've got those. That ought to be enough. All right, so I'm gonna put this back down. So I have one of those accordion things for my like those papers, just like that, and then I have another one. Oh my gosh. I have another one that is all my cardstock papers. So those just come in handy. I know exactly where everything is and it's separated out. It is glorious. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here as well. You know what? I forgot to get my hole punch. Okay, I am going to semi-cheat. Not really. So I'm going to use this bottom part to line up my holes. They go about there. And I am not looking for perfection at all. But this is going to kind of help me know where the prongs are. So I can punch properly. All right. So we're going to put this on next. If I can find the hole. There we go. Okay. And let's go ahead and do the vellum. The vellum needs to be a wee bit shorter. I might as well go ahead and tear this side a little bit. Hi, Lori. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on over here. I have one of those paper storage containers. Yes, I am doing the pink box drawing today. So I'm going to do that after I create this. I just wanted to make sure everybody was here. But yes, everyone paid their invoices for the raffle. And the drawing is happening. All right. So I'm doing this because I realize that the hole punch only goes so far. And as long as I do it like that, then I know that it is going to be perfect. Well, theoretically anyway. All right, so we have that. Let's go ahead and do the music. Yippee, I wasn't sure if you announced it when we couldn't hear you. Oh. I'm just glad that y'all can hear me now. Oof, that one barely, right? But that's okay. Now the key is, am I going to be able to see those dots in amongst all of the other dots on this page? All right, so it's there. And there. And put that on there. So we're just going to have, and this is just going to be a ton of writing space on here, right? You can write on all of these pages so far. Let's go ahead and do the map. Now the map would be the only one you really can't write on, but you can decorate it. Okay. So I'm going to go here and there and everywhere. I know I am so behind in even getting gifts. But they're getting here. So then it's going to be wrap them. And that's called gift boxes. I mean, gift bags. It is going to be a gift bag kind of year for us over here. And that's okay. Oh my goodness. Sorry. All right. Dot matrix. Do I want that one next? Wait, did I even put that one down? Where is this one? Where's the one? Ah, there it is. So I think I'm going to put this one on the top. So I'm going to do like that, that, and that. Okay, perfect. Now the dot matrix, because it does have lines on it. Now this one I embossed. I ran it through my embossing machine, but it does have lines on it. So I think what I want to do is I want to leave that on the side because that tells you what it is. And I am going to do that. Yes, that is perfect. Oh, and I haven't even had to trim any off the bottom. That's a miracle. All right, so really we're just layering this little flip fold thing, whatever we want to call it. What is it called? A paper flip? I think it's just called a flip. I don't know why we have to complicate it. It's just going to be a flip. Okay, so this is going to go like that. Now the bottom is a wee bit long, so I'm just going to tear it. Okay. And next is this one. Okay, this side is just a little wonky. And I'm going to go ahead and tear this one too. Buying gift tags just makes them. I always make mine. I always make my gift tags. out of scraps. I just, I have the tag punch, the little tag punch. I just use that on my scraps and call it a day. Okay, so I'm going to go here and here. Oh, gift bags for the gifts we got. Bags, not tags. I'm just trying to keep up with y'all's conversation. Okay, sorry, I know I am not my usual self, but that's okay. Honestly, it feels good to craft. All right, so I'm gonna do some page edge tearing here. So I thought this was a tear ruler. And then I realized, or maybe I was told, or maybe it was both, that it's actually a die. This is supposed to go through the die cutting machine, so it embosses the ruler and then it cuts it out and looks all like that. And I'm like, oh, that's a nifty idea, but I'm going to use it like this because I like the way that it looks. And it beats having to pull out the die cutting machine. There we go. Okay. So this one is going to go like here and here. I'm a lazy crafter. You're funny. That's a running joke in the Patreon group about Ro being a lazy crafter. Okay, so we have that. And this one, and then I have something really pretty to put on top. Pencil. I was like, what am I looking for? Anybody know? Okay. Speaking of Patreon, I'm going to be uploading the new perks soon. I would give a date and time, but the way my body has been misbehaving, I don't even know. So I'm just going to say soon and leave it at that. So starting in June, where am I? Freaking having a delirium speech here. What was I going to say? Oh my goodness. January. It's because I can't figure out what month I'm in. January, there are some new perks starting in Patreon, which I'm super duper excited about. Okay, so this is the way that it's going to look. And then I thought I could do some blue fabric over the top. Actually, this is lace to kind of just dress it up. Need scissors. We love perks, yes, and I love to give y'all perks. Okay, I am I'm gonna cut it here. I don't think this is the kind that will tear, because it has all the holes and it's lacy. So I don't want to attempt to tear it. Now I will tear fabric all day long. I love tearing fabric. It's very cathartic. Lace, on the other hand, so I'm going to put this one, and I kind of like it. It already has holes. If I can line up the holes. Just right. Kind of. That one needs to go over a bit. Come on. There we go. Okay, so we have that. Now, I'm just going to trim this at the bottom. All right, perfection. Okay, so you can do one of two ways, right? Like I said, you can just do like this. And the good thing about this kind of option is you can add more to it if you wanted to, right? So we have a lot here, but you could add more if you wanted to. Now, where's my other piece? Oh, there it is. I am going to add this over the top. I feel like it secures it a little bit better because it kind of smushes it down, right? So that secures it. You just slide those. There we go. Now, you can leave it like this. You can paint it. You can do whatever. However, I was thinking that I want to kind of cover it a bit. So I have some of this kind of lace. And I was thinking I could put it over the top, right? So it kind of hides that, but you just flip it. And you would know that it's there. So if I glued it to the top, I'm going to have to cut it because me trying to finagle this is just something else. Now, this is that puckered lace or scrunched or whatever. Alcohol inks would make that silver look older and tarnished. Yes, it would. And if I was feeling at least, I don't know, 75%, I would probably get out and do that, but not today. Okay, so this is that, where it ruffles or puckers or whatever gathered. I think that's what my sister said. It's gathered lace. That makes it like gather, which makes it have that hook, the rounded look. And I don't necessarily want that on here. So I am just going to cut off the top part. So let me see if I can do that, show y'all. So up here, they sew it with a little bit of like tulle or whatever, and that's how they get it to pucker. If you cut this part off, not the top of the lace, but this part right here. So if you remove this part, and sometimes it's time consuming, other times it just comes right off. Anyway, if you remove that, it makes it straight. So that's what I'm doing. I just wanted to show you up close. Now, I've done that in my videos a dozen times or more. And sometimes you can tear it off. Like this is pretty thick. Like it's more like crocheted lace versus the lacy lace. Sometimes the lacy lace, it tears with it. So I would just try slowly and then see where it goes. Okay, now we have straight, where I can put it on here. Like so. And if I just glue it at the top, you will be able to flip that, open this up, and add papers. Now, the papers won't be able to go all the way to the top, but it can go far enough to where it will still be hidden if that's what you want to do. Okay, so let me get Glenda. Oh, get her good and hot. I love your nails. Thank you. I know, I'm just biding my time, trying to get these to last until Friday. And then I will put my Christmas ones on. I got some, because y'all know I do my own nails. They're glue-ons. I mean, they're press-ons, glue-ons, whatever. I love them. They work so well. But I got some like a French manicure with little white snowflakes. They're very pretty. is the place I order them from is Curve Life, and they always have really good Black Friday sales. So I waited and got them then. Oh, I forgot to get my smusher out. Oh, please let it be handy. Okay, a little bit at a time, because I want to make sure it goes straight across, because it has been conditioned to not be straight. And since I didn't iron it, I want to make sure that it goes straight. I'm also trying to pull it a little bit tighter so it's and y'all notice I'm wearing long sleeves. I'm actually wearing a sweater. Kaylin got home from work. Kenny went and picked her up, and she's like, "Nana, are you cold?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Are you okay?" She's very concerned. Because if y'all know me at all, y'all know I never get cold. So it's a thing. Okay, so I am going to trim that right there. And I must cut my nail. Okay, save that for a cluster. And I'm just trimming with the very bottom page. So there we have it. Okay, and you can decorate you can do whatever you want. I'm just keeping it simple because I don't know what journal it's going to go into. So I don't want to, heavily decorate it in some way. And then it just sits in my stash forever because I don't have anything that it kind of goes with. So, where's my pretend page? So this is the page that we're going to pretend is the journal. So we're going to pretend that's in a journal, and you just take and you would just smear glue all over this, and then you glue it right on top of your page. Hence the name Page Topper. So once that's glued down, it just becomes part of your journal page, and you can glue it on the inside of a page just as well. So you can put that on the inside, just like so, just glue it down, and then you flip and you just have all this gorgeousness to write secrets on and journal on and decorate, whatever it is that you want to do. So you have all of this. So I've used nothing but scraps that I had in my scrap box. And there you go. And then, this would be just part of the signature page. That could also be a cute journal topper. Yes. So it could go on top of a journal. I don't have one. I have a tall skinny over here that I was playing around with, but I don't have a regular one. But you can make this for a tall skinny as well. You would just keep the papers within that small section. So that is how you can use up bigger scraps without having to cut them down too much, right? So using up bigger scraps and have a lot of journal space. So if you have, a journal that's highly decorative, like a lot of decorations, this is great to put on there because it adds a lot of journal space without taking up a lot of space. Okay, I'm going to stop. All right, who's ready for me to draw? Are y'all ready for that? Oh my goodness. Okay, so for those who may not know, about once a month, give or take, I do a raffle. So I have all kinds of hat boxes and tins, like really beautiful items that I fill. So this box is full. And if you want to see what's in it, I'm not going to take it all out right now. If you want to see what is in it, the video is on my Facebook group. So you can see, but this is like the side and it is full. Okay. So I do raffles. Oh, wait, everyone has a chance to, yeah, it is a hat box full of shabby chic, pinky, vintagey items, all kinds of things that are handmade, things that are store bought, things that are vintage, all the things. I might as well just leave that there. Okay, so I am going to share my screen. Okay, so we have, I'm just going to scroll this up to the top. Sharon bought 10 tickets. Rochelle bought 10 tickets. Lisa bought 20. Krista bought 10. Ange bought 30. And Lena bought 10. There were still 10 remaining, but I'm just going to let that go. And I want to get this out to y'all ASAP. So what I do now is I go up here and I shuffle all the names. So we are going to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And I just shuffle like nobody's business. And this is one of the reasons I do this live is so y'all can see that it is legit. All right, do we think they're shuffled enough? I'm going to do a few more for good measure. All right, are we ready to spin? Okay, and, oh, I'm on the wrong screen. And spinning. Okay, let's see who it's going to be. And one. Congratulations, Ange. You won the box. So I will put this with the other things that will be shipping to you. Congratulations. Congratulations. That is so exciting. Woohoo. Okay. What time is it? It is 7:30. I do want to do a few other scrap busters because I pulled out all my scraps. But I definitely wanted to show y'all. See how you can just flip that up, open this, add more pages if you want. Take pages out if you decide, oh, I don't want that in there. So, but it kind of covers up that part. So that is a great way just to keep everything together and secured. And these were in your advent box. So if you got the advent box and you're like, what in the world and how in the heck? That is how you would use those. I'm over the top excited right now. Hubby is laughing at me because he doesn't get it. All righty. So this is my scrap box. Now I have, in between sleeping, I have been trying to organize my craft room, really, because I have so much stuff that I don't know that I have. And I found these. I remember I bought these are placemats. And I bought these for the sole purpose to make clusters because look at the squares, right? So I have this and I'm going to cut some and just make some scraps. I mean, make some clusters. Anyway, I've been organizing and redoing my fabrics because the way I had them before, and I mean, they were organized, but I couldn't see anything. They were all in individual little plastic boxes, so I'd have to dig through. Okay, y'all, that is just, I'm not. that is not, I want to easy craft. I want to easily pull out and see what I have and be able to use it. So I came up with a new system that I will be sharing with my patrons. So a lot of the organization tips and tricks and different things that I am doing will be shared with Patreon. So y'all can look forward to that. Okay, so I have this one and it has the little fringe hanging off. And I really like this blue. It's just all kinds of wonky on the sides. I have to see what I have. I know I do too. So that's one of the reasons I separated all my papers out into types, because I needed to see all the different kinds of papers that I have. If they're all in a stack, I don't have the time patience to dig through all of that. Look, this is that little bitty scrap from what I just did. So I'm going to kind of put that up at the top. There we go. And that can go there. And I'm trying to see what else I have in this. This is all papers and stuff, but I think really what this needs is a button. So let's see. Not that one. Look how giant that button is. I don't want a shank button. I want a regular button. Okay. Let's no, it won't show up. I think I need a nice contrast. What would I could do? That's not a button, but nope. Oh, that's a nice blue. Actually, that is a very nice blue. Okay, I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to keep this one simple because it already has all the fringes and stuff. So, but in me organizing and going through all of my fabrics and trying to reorganize, I found so many fat quarters that will be going in the shop or in a live sale or both. So stay tuned for that. Not until January though, because I am just about done for the year. If anybody is interested, the sale in the shop is through tonight. So tomorrow morning it will not be there. I think everything is 20% off. And if you like 20% off, my patrons get 20% off of everything in the shop every day, all day. So that is something you can consider if you like to have a discount. That is available. So I'm going to do this one and I'm going to call it. I am so tired. I really want to do more. But it's just not in me. And nobody wants to listen to someone yawn their full head off. So yeah. Yeah, I'm just waiting for her to get hot. Which is not yet. Let me go ahead and get this. It's funny, I'm wearing a sweater, but it has a ton of holes in it. Like, that's the way it's made. So I can still feel the air. So I'm not too hot, but it covers my skin enough to where I'm not too cold. It is a challenge to be me. Oh, I really wanted this. That's the way it's going to go. And I am just going to put 2 dots in case I want to sew it later, like just to put some thread through it. So I didn't put glue where I would have to sew, but it's there to be held down for me. But yeah, so I just made a little cluster, and that's that. So y'all, I appreciate y'all so very, very much, but this girl is tired and is ready to go curl up in the fluffy chair and watch NCIS until I fall asleep, and then I have to rewind it because I fell asleep in the middle of it. Okay, where's the other thing I made? So we made this and this. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. And until next time, y'all have a blessed one. Bye.